Always having fun with Chef Eddie in the kitchen because, first of all, the food tastes great, which never hurts, right? What are you cooking for us today?
Today we'll be making a classic Greek dish. It's a casserole. It's called pastitsio.
Pastitsio.
When people ask what is
What's
it, we say, it's based on pasta, so it's like a casserole with pasta.
Okay.
So we say like the Greek lasagna. So I've cut a few steps here. In here I got some, traditionally this is made with ground lamb, but I got some braised lamb in here. Now I just simply boiled this earlier just to cut a little bit of time. And the reason why we boil it and we don't use the water because lamb could be very fatty. Now this is lamb stew, so it's that tough, cheap cuts of meat. So this is an inexpensive dish to make and very, very easy.
Okay.
There's a few steps to this dish. You got the pasta dish, you got the sauce, and then you got the meat part of the casserole. So right here I'm searing some lamb stew, and I'm going to sear that for a couple of minutes or so. Then we're going to add the onions, and we're going to add some tomatoes to it. Now, of course, I've prepared this sauce separately, so we'll see how it's done. Because normally this would take about 20 minutes or 25 minutes to cook.
Red and yellow pepper, is that what you
Red and yellow pepper, just to add a little bit of color. So you sort of saute this a little bit, and then you flambe it with white wine, and then you add a little bit of salt, pepper to it, which we'll just add to that. And then we got 1 cinnamon stick, and then some bay leaves in there.
Cinnamon stick.
Cinnamon stick.
Neat.
It gives a little bit of a spice to it, some aroma. It's really, really nice, and it goes very well with the lamb. So we'll flambe that with some white wine. Of course, we have to get a Greek wine.
Of course.
Greece has been making some wonderful wines lately, and they've won many awards around the world. So we're very proud to have them in at the restaurant. So once you flambe that, then we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock. Now, of course, I'm speeding things up here. You would let them kind of cook and melt down a little bit.
Right.
And then after the chicken stock, we're going to add a very good marinara sauce. We make this at the restaurant ourselves. And that's it. You just let this to cook until it sort of melts down and becomes a sauce.
Looks like delicious all by itself.
Yeah, just like that. So, and here it is. So it's right there, right in front of us. Let me turn off the oven really quick. And then for the pasta part, so we have some Pastitsio pasta. These are basically like a tube pasta with long, and they're really good for casseroles because they're thicker. So they
nice toothfeel.
Right, exactly. So we're gonna add a little bit of feta cheese to it.
Oh, feta, nice.
And my measurements here on the studio are not perfect, so but the recipe is online, and the staff here at ABC does a very nice job with presenting the recipes.
We do,
so,
don't we?
It's very nice.
It's a nice place to go if you're wondering what to have for dinner.
Absolutely. So,
and was that milk you added?
It's a little bit of milk, just to add some moisture to the dish, because this is going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes, and you don't want the pasta to get all crusty.
Got about a minute left.
Okay. So we're going to add 1 egg to that really quick. Mix it all up together. And then we're going to lay it on the bottom of our casserole.
Okay.
So just like that. Put this on the side. Remember our meat sauce. I'm going to put that right on top. So that's our second layer. Try to take those bay leaves off. You don't want to eat those. Those are pretty bitter after they're cooked.
Is this a pretty popular family dish?
It is absolutely very popular. This is more popular than moussaka. Moussaka is more known as a casserole, but pastitsio is a little bit more popular. And then I made some bechamel sauce in here. Bechamel sauce, it's butter, flour, some milk, Parmesan cheese, nutmeg, and a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're going to pour that on top. Now, when you're working with bechamel, you want to work with it when it's hot, because once it gets cold or cool, then it becomes stiff. So lumpy, it becomes, lumpy, right.
Okay. So this goes into the oven?
This goes into the oven.
While you do that, I'll remind folks that the recipe for it is on our website, mysuncoast.com. Click on the dining button, and it'll take you right there with all the video instructions. And then, voila.
That's right.
Oh, man, does that look good. And I bet it tastes even better.
Oh, it's really good. Now, with all casseroles, you probably want to wait to let it cool, and they're more enjoyable when they're room temperature than scorching hot.
We on TV don't have time to let it cool, but man, does that look good. So again, recipe on our website, mysuncoast.com. Chef Eddie, that looks fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll be right back.